Just like that, we're live again. We're live again, guys. All right, man. How's everybody doing tonight?
Busy night.
Good. Guys, well, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Hammer Fist Podcast. Myself, Tom Owens. I'm here with my partner, Archie Tovar, and then we got some great guests on tonight. We had a few more guests lined up, but everybody has things that happen, family issues, training issues, this and that. So we lost a couple guys. But the main thing is we got a couple cool guys tonight. We got Hector here. Hector, let me see if I pronounce your name right, my brother. My Spanish here. So, Casañeda?
That's correct.
All right, Hector Casañeda, and we got Arturo Burgos. See? All right. Hey, guys, thanks a lot for joining us. We got Arturo right here. He's going to be fighting on our show with the Alpha Warriors promotion, Gladiator 1. It's our first MMA show that we're throwing for MMA Fight Pass. And then we have Coach Hector here. Hector's going to be a part of the show. And I believe, Hector, you got some guys fighting on the show, correct?
Yeah, so far we got one guy, Kyle Smith. He'll be fighting his first MMA fight, so pretty excited about it.
All right, man. Well, thank you, guys. Thank you for taking the time. And this is a late podcast. I know, guys, normally we do these shows earlier, but with work and training, everybody's got things going on right now. My partner, Archie, right here, he's getting ready for a Jiu-Jitsu World Championship, and he's going to be doing that. Yeah, and then we got Arturo's, obviously, is getting himself prepared for an MMA event. Hector's got his hands full with training people, teaching the gym, and doing his own thing. Now, Hector and Arturo, you guys are both from Bakersfield, correct?
Yes, sir.
That's correct.
All right, man. Well, I got family in Bakersfield. I got family and friends over there, and we're really excited to be doing a show in Bakersfield. Obviously, there's not, here in the Central Valley, there's not too much MMA events that take place in Bakersfield, so we're really excited to be a part of this and doing one of the first real good cage fight productions over there. Archie, how are you doing tonight, man?
Hey, doing good, Tom. Thanks for the intro and thanks especially for the guys from Bakersfield. And speaking of the guys from Bakersfield, we got Cody's sons chiming in. He made a comment. Cody, what's happening? I think Hector is telling you, "What's up, Big Hector, my boy?"
What's up, Cody?
Yeah, Cody, man. Thank you again. Cody was on last night, and Cody's been, he's been a big part of MMA Fight Pass. Whenever we need an interview or something with Cody, he always chimes in. And then whenever we have any kind of event, not just us, but here in the Central Valley, Cody, Sons, and the Hammer Fist, or how do they pronounce it?
Hammer Down Fight Team.
Hammer Down Fight Team. Man, they're always down to get involved in boxing, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, whatever it may be. A big part of their game is MMA. So yeah. Cody, thank you once again, and thanks to the guys that chimed in as well last night, and they joined in. So, yeah, let's get this thing. Let's talk a little bit about the show. It's a great spot we got going. Archie, why don't you explain a little bit about, we're in Bakersfield, but I have a lot of people hit me up. Where's it at in Bakersfield? Where exactly is this going down at? Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, for sure. So the show will be taking place at the Elite Fitness Center, which is off of 6558 Meany Avenue. And it's a pretty large place. We had one event there, a Muay Thai kickboxing event. Went well. We didn't fill it up, but for sure we're going to fill it up with this show. And it's really cool. The owner is amazing. He's really working with us. And then, what is really even extra special is that more than half the card, actually, the guys that are from Bakersfield. So it's really neat. That's why we want to have these podcasts with strictly the guys from Bakersfield, because, without them and everyone getting together and just really, putting everything aside and just there for their guys and a place for them to compete, and test their skills and really, so they wouldn't even have to travel too far either, right?
Yeah, we don't have to travel too far. And you know what, man, I'm stoked on Bakersfield. I'm excited for that. There's actually a lot of very good martial arts schools and coaches over there in Bakersfield. And Hector and Arturo, man, we really just want to thank you guys again. Hector, I know you run a gym over there and you're a coach over there. Why don't you fill us in and fill the fans in? Hector, where's your gym at? What's the name of it?
On the martial arts side, we have White Tiger Muay Thai is where we do a lot of our Muay Thai. Now we're strictly Muay Thai, but Kyle he wanted to get into the MMA, and we have a couple other fighters that are getting ready to prepare for MMA as well. So we're gonna jump into the MMA game and show everybody that we're not just about Muay Thai. We do have good wrestlers here, and we have wrestling teams that come down. Now, on the other side of it, we have our bodybuilding and powerlifting side, where that's Iron Image of Bakersfield. So two sides to the gym. And we have a pretty good facility over here off of East 19th Street, so 1510 East 19th here in Bakersfield. Okay. So got a lot of competitors from martial arts to bodybuilding, powerlifting.
Wow. All right. So just like that. Now, you guys are mainly Muay Thai, but obviously you're getting ready for an MMA event, and you mentioned wrestling. Do you guys mix in some jiu-jitsu with that as well?
Yeah, we do. We have some good jiu-jitsu coaches here. Art had mentioned that he used to be one of ours, but we have some other guys that come down and so often, and I myself too, who do a little bit of jiu-jitsu. I'm a purple belt, so we try to mix in a little bit of there, but try to stick to our main plan.
All right, that's awesome, man. And Arturo, we were talking to you a little bit before we went live, and you mix in a lot of all the different arts: striking, grappling, wrestling. But I know you have a big part in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and you were mentioned that you train with the El Nino fight camp and training gym. That's Gilbert Melendez and the Diaz brothers. So you've had a chance to train with these guys kind of up north in the Frisco area. Tell us a little bit about that, man. How'd you get into that, and what's it like training with those guys?
So I started jiu-jitsu in 2012. Started at Cesar Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. I got my blue belt there, and then in 2018, I decided to take kind of more of a leap into the MMA scene. And my buddy Juan Casada, he actually is a black belt under Jake Shields. He hit me up, found out that I moved back, and he was like, "Hey, you got to come train out here." So I went out to SF and signed up the first day. I got rolled up pretty good by everybody, so I was just like, "All right, I need to be here." But that's how I got started, and I was able to cross train, go to Nate's gym, gotten to train with people like Cron Gracie too. So I know it's definitely that network and that blessing. Like, so it's been.
Did you just mention? Not to cut you off. Did you just mention Mark Casada?
I'm sorry, who?
Mark.
Oh no, Juan Casada.
Juan Casada. Okay. Well, yeah. I took a trip back in my younger day over to Cesar Gracie School, and yeah, I got rolled up as well. That's quite a place to train. Cron Gracie and all those guys. That's awesome, man. That's a great camp right there, and the technique is great. And if you go in there, you will experience some humility in the right type of way. If you have a humble attitude and you have the right type of attitude, you're not going to get hurt, but you will have to do some tapping. That's for sure. Now, I got a lot of respect for those guys. But I noticed the hat. You got the Burgos hat there, so you have your own training going on here. Where exactly can a person go to if they want to get some training with you?
So I'm actually located on Easton Drive. So that's off of California here in Bakersfield. It's my own little gym. I got a good handful of students. I got a women's class going, women's striking. I got a kids program, and then the adults. But I teach jiu-jitsu, MMA, self-defense, boxing. And then I get my striking in right now with Gil Medina over at One Nation MMA. And then I think next week I'm going to drive up to SF and get some training out in San Francisco with the squad, the scrap pack out there.
Yes, that's nice, man. Be sure to do that. I know you're ready for this fight already, but there's nothing that's going to definitely top off the training to get you even more ready for this fight. That's awesome that you're working with kids and women. I got a lot of respect for that. Anybody that helps kids and teaches kids and women, that's good stuff right there. Now, Hector, how can a person, there's a lot of people that are always hitting me and Archie up, where can we train? Where would you recommend I train? And I don't just send people to anywhere. I like to meet people and see the attitude and see what the vibe is. Hector, what's it take for a guy if they want to go take a trip into your gym and step in there and get some training?
So we got a week past that they can come down and train. They can contact me on Facebook. Just find my name on there. or they can hit us up on Instagram, which is White Tiger _ Muay Thai 18. That's at Instagram. Or they can message our head instructor, which is Master Kim Wong, multi-world champion from Thailand. I've been training under him for quite some time, but he is our head instructor here, and pretty much how they can get a hold of us. That's the fastest way to get a hold of us, actually, is to message us through social media, because I'm always on social media. So
that's awesome. And Master Wong, you mentioned being under him. That's a great guy to be under right there. From, like you said, from Thailand. That's real traditional. That's real Muay Thai technique right there, for sure. So, when a person, they come and they step into your gym, is it the same type of deal? What kind of attitude should a person? There's a lot of guys that think they're tough guys and they feel like they got what it takes. You guys have obviously seen it, being a coach and having a gym. There's always that tough guy that comes into the gym with maybe a little bit too much of an ego. What do you recommend, Art, when a guy comes into your school? What kind of attitude should a person have when they want to get some training?
Just be humble. Just be humble when they step into here. I mean, it's not the training that's going to get them. We're an outdoor facility due to the pandemic. So it's the weather conditions that are going to catch you. So we're more traditional, Thai style. Bags are outside, mats are outside. The heat will get you. If not, the winter will get you. So either way,
right.
that traditional Thai style technique.
Yep, here in the Central Valley, guys, if you guys aren't from here or you live here, in the winter, we got the cold winters, they're brutal. And then in the summertime, that's when the training really becomes another level. If you can make it through outdoor training here in the summertime, then yeah, you might get to the next level. And Art, how about you? When a guy comes in, you get the new guy walking in, what's the attitude they need to have when they come into your gym?
Just an open mind. I've had some people come in with a little bit of a chip on their shoulder, but I think they find out after warm-ups that it's not as easy as they think it might be. But I have a really good attitude from just all my students that I have, from the kids all the way up to the adults, the women. So I think you kind of get that welcome vibe, and after the class, they're beat down or whatever, whether it be jiu-jitsu, whether it be the striking class, they get put through that workout and they humble down a bit. So I would just say just open mind, and then just give effort and just be a good person. I mean, that's pretty much it.
That's it. That is how it is. And you coaches know, I mean, if a guy comes in and he's a true martial artist and he is experienced and has skills, normally by the time they get to that level, they've got the good attitude by then. It's usually a guy that doesn't, the guy that thinks he's a tough guy, that doesn't really have the technique and skill. They're normally the ones with the attitude. So let's talk a little bit about this fight coming up. It's our first time throwing this MMA event on, but it's not our first time being around these deals. We've cornered a lot of guys. We've been in a lot of training in the gyms with our friends and partners that get ready for these fights. And, me and Archie, we've also have competed in these fights. What is your training like right now, Hector? I mean, you're getting this guy ready for this fight. Has anything really changed, or just same routine?
Same routine that we always do, even getting ready for our Muay Thai events. I mean, of course, we're going to work a little bit on the ground, but, like I said, we're going to keep it in more traditional style. And go from there. There's meaning a lot of conditioning. When back in the day when I was training, it was always about the conditioning. And if you can out scramble somebody and have a lot of conditioning and cardio, then you do just fine. Yes,
the conditioning and cardio is huge, man. It's a big part of it. It's a huge part of it when you're not just being in the training or competing in any type of martial arts, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, whatever, especially striking, though, especially Muay Thai and boxing and those striking arts. The cardio is definitely going to be a big part of it. And then when you go into that MMA arena and you're mixing all these things together, cardiovascular is a huge part of it. Arturo, I know for you too, you've been involved in these type of deals for some time. Has the training changed much, or the same routines?
I think the more experience I've gotten, I think I've changed up the routine, just learning and just going through fights, competing in jiu-jitsu tournaments. Always feel like I can get better. So I'm never really satisfied. But right now, I would say I'm kind of going a little harder, peaking right now, and then come fight week, that's where just cut the last of the weight. My weight's really good right now, so that's pretty much it. Just training hard right now, 2 to 3
That's
times.
good to hear. And now your weight's already on key, so you're right there, man. You're ready to go. Archie, what do you think, my brother? What do you think? What do you got to say about all this?
Yeah, well, I mean, I just wanted to add, especially on the show, right? These guys are the fighters and the coaches, but the actual show that these guys are going to be a part of is going to be a really nice show, right? We're going to have like a double hitter, right, Tom? Not only we're going to have our MMA show in the evening, but come the daytime, we're going to have a boxing exhibition show. So that's going to be pretty cool. That boxing exhibition is going to be taking place from 10 a.m. There it is. Actually, let's read this. So weigh-ins are 9 a.m. Then we're going to start the event from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Headgear is going to be required for the boxing exhibition. Providing a safe outlet for athletes to test their skills and grow as an athlete, right? So this is kind of cool. We're going to be there all day. Might as well have something for the kids and during the daytime so they can boxing exhibition, and the evening, we'll have the MMA fights and hopefully some of the people that were there for the day show would want to stick around for the night show and see Arturo fight and Hector's guy fight. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, I definitely believe that's going to happen. What I love about this show that we're doing is, we're doing a lot of things in this show that a lot of shows don't do, and you're seeing the double hitter. A lot of the MMA shows, nowadays, especially here in the Central Valley, we're getting grappling matches, submission grappling matches mixed in with the mixed martial arts, and it's cool, man. It's giving the crowd, it's giving the people that don't know what this is all about, it's giving them a good eye. They're getting to see what the submission grappling is all about. Then when the MMA, because a lot of people watch UFC and they watch these different MMA fights and they see the fights, the striking, the punching, the kicking, the wrestling, and then they see the fight hit the ground, and a lot of them don't understand what's going on. They might, they'll see a guy tap out and they'll replay, and it might have been an armbar or it might have been a choke. But these grappling matches are great. Now we're going to have a couple grappling matches in the show too. But what I'm really excited and I'm stoked on is these children's boxing matches, because I go around and I kind of like to go around to the different gyms. I know a lot of the coaches, and I'd go in and just check out the training. And I've been seeing these kids, man, these youngsters, and they are really, some of these kids are training harder than adults I've seen training. They're taking it more serious. They're there every day. They're putting in the work, and then they're putting in the sparring. So yeah, the kids boxing is going to be really cool. Another cool thing about this show, guys, that I like to, not just for the coaches and the fighters, but the people that are coming in, the families and the friends, we're going to be having some delicious food getting cooked up, homemade carne asada tacos. There's going to be some great food going down, and we're also we're having a beer garden too with some delicious beer for people that like to drink. We're going to have a nice beer garden set right there, and then for people that don't like alcohol, there's going to be some delicious non-alcoholic drinks going down too. So I really like the way you guys have set this up, Archie. Another guy I want to give some props to. He's a big name behind the scenes. You guys know him, Gil Medina's, right? He's from Bakersfield too. Real cool guy. He's always backed us up and he's helped us up any way he can. And he's a big name behind the scenes, right, Archie?
Yeah, no, Gil, he's an amazing dude. I mean, just like I'm sure Hector. Let's go back to the list of the teams, right? I mean, all these guys here, all these teams, One Nation, Burgos, White Tiger, MMA, Muay Thai, the Hammer Down, Eric Nolan. All these guys put a bunch of effort, right, for their fighters. So it's not really just about one person or one fighter or one team. But Gil Medina definitely, stepped up to the plate. I mean, again, I've known him for a while. I seen him, actually, the story is behind the scenes. At the June event, 559 Fights, the first event that came back after COVID. It was like a little reunion for everybody. And I seen Gil there, and Gil says, "Hey, man, how's it going?" After bullshitting for a while, he goes, "Hey, let's do a Muay Thai show in Bakersfield." after during the show, we're bullshitting some more. I go, hey, let's do a. So this thing just kind of grew organically, and only is because of the networking and the camaraderie that's there, right? And that's what we're trying to do by building these podcasts, is to build the network and the camaraderie between all the groups that are down there, all the teams in Bakersfield, because without them, it's hard to hold any shows. And then hopefully one day we can do some jiu-jitsu out there, Mr. Burgos, and have a jiu-jitsu tournament in Bakersfield, man.
Yeah, I have a couple of my students. I got some.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Put on.
So yeah, so
Right
Gil,
now-
he's an amazing guy, and I think going forward, everything's just going to be amazing, right?
Yes, it's going to keep going up a notch. What's cool, man, is we're not just sticking to the one thing. We're going from jiu-jitsu tournaments. We're doing boxing. We'll do kickboxing, Muay Thai, and we're mixing in this MMA. But you guys just got me more excited, Hector and Arturo, because a lot of people, they hear it's an amateur show, and they're like, this is amateur, and who are these guys fighting? But if you dig we just did on this podcast, there's quite a bit of history behind both of you gentlemen. Now, Hector, the Muay Thai, the traditional Muay Thai is really awesome. But just when you just named your master Kim Wong, he's one of your main coaches, right?
Yeah, he is the main coach. We're traditionally under Grandmaster Kopak, which is our headquarters down in LA. We also have affiliate schools up north as well. So, we'll see Fresno, Visalia are two of them up in San Francisco. So we got quite a few affiliate schools that are up north. So we're kind of a big group
That's
here.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, we got a good wrestling program.
Those are great names right there, and man, there's a lot of history even behind those names. It'll just keep going and going and going if you dig deeper. And same with you, Art. Some of those guys, when I first started doing jiu-jitsu and going to jiu-jitsu tournaments way back when I was a white belt and blue belt, is where I first met Nick Diaz and Nate Diaz and Gilbert Melendez. And I saw those guys competing at the early stage of a blue belt. And this was before they got into MMA or any of that stuff. And those guys were phenomenal way back in that day. And we got our eyes on them. We seen them. And then one thing led to another with them. And they stayed under Cesar Gracie, and they grew and grew and grew. And next thing you know, they're in the UFC. So, yeah, the name keeps going and going because, they got Cesar Gracie, and then Cesar Gracie goes to an older Gracie, and then it goes to Brazil, keeps going and going and going. This is going to be cool, man. I'm excited. I'm super excited for this. All you people in Bakersfield, you're not going to want to miss out. It's right down the street. It's in a main area. We're not charging a lot of money for this. It's cheap to get in. The main thing too for our fighters and our coaches, we're not trying to step on any toes here with other shows. We made it a point to have this show on a date on a weekend that's going to not be on the same weekend as any other shows. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things going on now. Now that COVID is winding down, things are opening back up, and you're going to see a lot of action here in the Central Valley. Jiu-jitsu, boxing, kickboxing, and there's going to be a lot of mixed martial arts. Right, Archie?
Yeah, no, absolutely. And just about every weekend, there's something going on in the U.S., California especially. But no, everything's respectful. We're going to have all our events, off, not on the same weekend. We're not here to compete with anybody. We're just here to complement. And we were talking to some of the camo referees, and they're pretty excited that another promotion is coming in because it gives them work, a place to go out and do events. Everybody that loves MMA, from the fighters like Arturo to the coaches like Hector, appreciate stuff like this. And us, we're also competitors, but now, because of the networking, we're able to do what we're going to do right now. Yeah.
Yep. And we're, one of the big things we like to do, it's we train under the spirit of martial arts. One of the traditional names is the spirit of Kakua, which literally means to help one another. And that's a big thing for us. I've had all kinds of people hit me up, commentators, ring announcers, the ring girls. There's people, they're excited. It's another place. It's another chance for them to work. Not only that are they trying to work, but they love the sport and they want to be involved in it. Just the other day, I had a real awesome ring announcer hit me up, and unfortunately, my brother, the spot's already taken up. We filled up our team quick, but hey, we're not going to stop doing this. You just stay in touch with us. You know what I mean? stay in touch, get on the podcast. We're going to keep doing these shows, and we're going to do them quite often. And you know what I mean?
And just to let you guys know, Arturo and Hector, we plan to do at least 3 MMA, maybe 4 MMA shows in Bakersfield next year. So keep training, get some more fighters out there, guys. Find some more people that want to do this, and even if do we want to mention this? We're looking at in 2020 to do a pro Ami show. We're not going to say where, but we're going to do this.
Yeah, it's going to happen. I can guarantee it's going to happen. Guys, this show, we're keeping it short. These late night shows, they're for one reason and one reason only. The main reason is we're wanting to promote this, and we want to let people know. We're giving people plenty of advance, but we want to give props to our coaches like Hector and our fighters like Arturo. And guys, a big part of this, not just for me and Archie and our company, but for you fighters and coaches, sponsorship. And I know some of you guys got sponsors already. And while we're, the last few minutes of the show, I would like you guys, start with Arturo. I know you've got sponsors right there and you got some product. Give a shout out to your sponsors. Let's hear the names and exactly what those products are.
Well, first shout out to Gloria. She's over from your CBD store, Bakersfield. So a lot of CBD products, non-psychoactive. So these are the bath bombs. I haven't gotten to try these yet, but I was letting her know training's killing me. So I'm going to give these out. Try out. And then I got Veganism Nutrition. So he does CMOS. He sends me care packages, and some Shilajit right here. But good anti-inflammatory recovery. The CMOS has 92 minerals of the 102 that the human body needs. Downtown Fine Line. I got Spacetron also, and then I got HD Graphics, Bad Children. Shout out to my boy Isaac. Esteban and Represent, and of course Scrap Pack Home Base right here.
That's so cool, man. You know what? A lot of guys aren't that lucky to have that many sponsors. So, man, guys, a lot of you guys, CBD is becoming a big thing right now. But CBD is no joke, man. It's a great anti-inflammatory. Like he said, it's non-psychoactive because a lot of people, I don't want to get stoned, I don't want to get high. You don't have to worry about that with CBD. You're going to get the benefits, the effects from it. And hey, everything from a headache to needing some sleep, muscle aches, you need to relax, you want to calm your anxiety down. CBD is great. CMOS, now that's becoming a big thing. I know that is great for the human body. It's got all types of benefits. So even if it's not his brand, you guys, you might want to check out some CMOS, get it in your diet. So Hector.
There it is.
There it is right there. Hector, I know you got guys that help you out. And if you don't have sponsors, let us know what's up, Hector. You got some sponsorship you would like to give?
Yeah. So we got two of them. We have NutriShop Bakersfield here in town. A little local place is here right by Lengthwise by CSUB. They're always helping out our athletes here and hooking them up. We also just linked up here at the gym with NNS with natural sports supplements. They're just here local in town too, just getting ready to get on their feet. So we linked up with them. So those are 2 sponsors out there, always trying to help out other local people here, just like us. So
nice.
That's awesome. The sponsorships is cool, man. I'm gonna give some shots out too to the guys that help us. One of our new sponsors, he's actually part of our team, guys. It's a new thing that's coming out. A lot of people don't know about it, but in this 2021 and 2022. We have the new card game Chokeout, guys. A lot of you guys are going to fall in love with this when you play it. This is a fun game from our buddy Isaac.
Yes, that's badass. Keep going.
Yes, if you like cards, man,
This is a badass game, Arturo. This is a jiu-jitsu card game. Badass.
Yes.
Sorry, go ahead.
Talk to me, Arturo, and we'll hook you up. This card game right here, if you like competing in jiu-jitsu, it's so cool, man, because when you're not competing and you might be sore or hurt, maybe injured, or you just want to keep the mind going, this is great for the mind. It's got all the different point systems of a jiu-jitsu tournament and submission holds and all that stuff. So, yeah, Chokeout, one of our deals. You guys might want to check it out. It's going to be out there. JC Lamas, he's another good friend of ours. You can get great training with him. You can also learn from him. He's an instructor. And yeah, man, Archie, who else we got going here? We got Chris Ronquillo. He's one of our guys.
Yeah, Chris Ronquillo for sure. Talking about the crew. I mean, we got, like I said, Hector and Arturo, and you guys may have or not have heard of us, but we've been around for a while trying to make some noise, and now it's real. We got a nice technology crew. The technology crew. We got a 2-camera system with audio system. We're gonna go. We can go live or we can go pay per view. So the team is amazing. James Gilliland, Kaylin
Gregorio. That's our Russian homegirl right there. Yeah, James and Keelan, guys, they got every Friday. They don't skip a beat. They got the MMA Fight Pass podcast, and you guys can hear about the latest things in MMA, the latest fights. They're always talking about it. And I'll give some props out to the 559 fight promoter, Jeremy Luchel, and the LFA. They got their show tomorrow night.
LFA.
Tomorrow night. Big Al, he's going to be out there. And there's our buddy Gil Medinas. Thank you, Gil.
What's up, guys? What's going on? What's up, my man?
Yeah. And so
man, we got a surprise guest. What the hell, Gil? How'd you get in here?
Yeah, well, I'm at work and I saw my boy over there. I saw my boy Arturo right there, so I gotta say that guy's been working his butt off. He's ready to put on a show. How, Arturo? We're ready to do this, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Gil. As you see, we got the crew going on, and we're kind of towards the tail end of the podcast. But shit, I saw your picture on there. So here comes Gil. I better get him in.
Yeah, like I said, guys, Gil. He's at work right now, but this guy is always working in the mind, and even when he's at work, his mind is going on martial arts, and he's been a big part of this show, guys. So besides Gil, before we close it out, I got to give a shout out to John Carlton. He's going to be our cameraman there. Xavier Ortega, another guy that's behind the scenes. A lot of you guys don't know. Costco Wholesale, that's my workplace, and without them, I wouldn't be able to do a lot of things that I do. And man, Gil, you got something you'd like to say before we shut this baby down?
Well, I just appreciate all the teams that came together at this time to put this show together. You know what I mean? It's about time we do something like this, and like me and Archie talked about much more coming very, very soon. So we're taking baby steps to bring something to Bakersfield, so all these teams can do something and get something going. So we appreciate all you guys that are coming out to this show and showing your fighters, new talent showing up. This is a lot of it is new blood coming into the field, and this is very good for Bakersfield to show what we have in talent. You know what I mean?
Yep, it's new blood.
I was going to say we're providing a safe outlet for athletes to test their skills and grow. Go for it.
As safe as you can get for getting punched in the head, right?
Oh yeah, you know what I mean. That's better than that, and then the wife throwing something at you, so you dodging that thing.
Right? Exactly, man. So yeah, guys, you know what I mean. I want to thank you guys again, man. Hector and Arturo, I want to thank you guys for taking the time this late night. Archie, I got to thank you so much, man, for stepping into my life and bringing me into this business of the podcast and things like this. One thing's leading to another. Gil, it's been an honor to meet you, man. I'm glad that I get a chance to work with you. And, man, I'm super stoked. I'm very, very excited for this Gladiator 1 Alpha Warriors promotion. November 20th, guys. November 20th in Bakersfield, 6558 Meany Avenue, Bakersfield, California, guys. Don't miss out. You're not going to want to miss it. Even if you just want to hit a good beer garden and you want to get some homemade carne asada tacos, going to be a good place to do it right there. So guys, thank you so much. Next week we're going to be having probably 2 or 3 of these podcasts again. It'll be in the evening like this. Gil, hopefully we'll be able I'm pretty sure we'll be able to get Gil on one of the shows. Yeah,
it'll slow down. I have time off so I can get some of this stuff done. So we're getting the troops ready. We're ready for war. Like we said, I'm always ready for war. Let's get this thing going.
Next week, we'll get some more podcasts going on and get some more guys, try to get everybody from Bakersfield on. And that's the goal, to get all the guys that are going to be on the card. And even those that, maybe can't make it in the evening, there may be 1 or 2 that maybe have to go to bed early that we'll try to get them in the daytime, during their schedule.
We're going to have a podcast too on my days off for Tuesday and Wednesday. So on those days, we'll probably also have an after, even if we have to do 2 in one day, we'll have an afternoon show too. So, guys, man, once again, all you fighters, if you can't make it on and you got something to say, just hit, private message myself or Archie and Arturo, Hector. If you guys got anything else you would like to chime in next week, just hit us up and we'll do that. So yeah,
we'll definitely get you guys back on, Arturo or Hector. If you guys want to come back and chime in, just send us a message. Like I said, we're going to do probably 2 or 3 more next week just to kind of get all the guys from Bakersfield on.
Yes. Now, so Gil, Hector, and Arturo, you guys keep training. I know you guys are training hard, man. Keep it up and stay safe and stay healthy and get that weight where it needs to be. Hey, and just like that, we'll see you guys at the weigh-ins, and then the day of the event, it's going to be a great day, man. I can't wait. So everybody out there, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Everybody, we have a, we're still growing with the MMA Fight Pass Hammer Fist podcast. We're still growing, but what I noticed with each podcast, it keeps getting we get a little more fans. It's growing and growing, man. So I'm pretty stoked about this. The guests keep getting better and better. And yeah, everybody that chimed in tonight, thank you very much. If you can, pass this on, share it if you can. And for the people that missed it, share it again if you get a chance. And hey, just like that, we're going to chime out of this, guys. I got an early morning of work, and everybody else has to work tomorrow too. So just like that, guys, we love everybody, and we want to keep this thing going. And man, I can't wait to see everybody at that show. So Archie, thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's it right there. We're gonna go ahead and tune out now, guys. Gil, Hector, and Arturo, you guys get a great night's sleep. We'll talk to you soon. Everybody else, have a good night.
Hey, thanks, guys. Thanks, Hector. Keep training. And the broadcast.